Now, what about Harry and Meghan? Because they've been invited to the... Should they be invited, sorry, to the coronation? Do you think Charles should invite them? And if so, do you think they should go?
Yeah, well, I'm with the majority of your panel, I think, in that I think they absolutely must be invited and will be invited. I think it is the dignified way for the royal family to proceed, as they have thus far, really ignoring all that's going on, all the dirty laundry that's being washed, and just rising above it and extending the hand of love and friendship to the family. And I think that they will be invited, and I think they'll probably come. I mean, it's almost unthinkable that the king's youngest son should not be at his coronation, one of the most significant moments of Charles's life. So I rather hope that they will be there. I think that people are very harsh about Harry and Meghan, and I know I have been too, but, you know, that they came, well, I think people are, but they came to the Jubilee and they behaved very well. They came to the funeral and didn't try to upstage anyone. I think they could play a relevant and quiet part in the coronation, and I do think they should be there.
Well, I think they needed to go to those things so that they could be bankrolled, because otherwise, what would they talk about? What about anything else? What's going on this year then for the royal family? Are there any events that we should look out for? Obviously, we've got. We could talk about obviously the book's coming. Let's talk about the book briefly, though. What about the book? Are you going to read that?
Well, I mean, that's the first thing. Yeah, I mean, next Tuesday and Wednesday next week, people like me are just going to be, we're going to have 4 hours. We've got to get the book and download it and get it through the post and whatever way you can, and speed read it and then commentate on it and write articles about it. So it's going to be pretty frantic. I hope there's something in it. But I think we'll start hearing about it at the weekend, actually, because I believe Harry is going to give interviews to American networks and to Tom Bradby of ITM, which I'm not sure when they'll be embargoed to, but the stuff's going to start dribbling out next weekend. And then, Tuesday, the book itself. It's probably going to be pretty damaging. I don't know how damaging, though. I mean, you know, Harry loves his father and Charles loves Harry. Harry knows that his father calls him my darling boy, and I think that the worst barbs may be aimed at William, but hopefully not at Charles.
Honestly, I think the word that begins with D that it will be is probably dull. Anything else? Are there any other events that we need to look out for other than the coronation? Is there anything else?
You know, I have spent 30 years on this beat, and I wouldn't like to predict what's going to happen because there's always something extraordinary. I mean, so many times in my life I thought that, there's a quiet period ahead, and Jen, can you get down? Harry's been caught smoking dope, or Diana's done something. There's always something, or Fergie's been found topless. Who knows what's going to happen? Something will, I can guarantee that.
Well, listen, Jenny, you all keep us posted, and please read the book on our behalf, because I'm not going to read it. I don't think any of my panellists will. And then you can just tell us what's in it and whether it's worth a read or not. And maybe there'll be some juicy gossip. Jennie Bond, thank you so much for joining me. Always a pleasure.